Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the SDFC Fancast.
That's Keegan. Keegan's not here. Wanker, Keegan. Wanker.
Yeah, Keegan, what the heck, dude? Watch, he's actually going to watch this episode, unlike Colonial, who didn't watch the episode he's in. Just joking.
Man, I thought I lived that one down, but I guess I didn't.
Did you
I
ever
resurrected
watch
it, you know?
Still haven't watched it.
Don't. At this point, you got to keep the record up, dude.
He's like, I don't see my face up there, so I'm not going to watch it.
Get out of here.
First of all, I hate looking at my face, so that's definitely not it. Second of all, I'm scared. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't blame you. Look, I have a random question to start this episode off, and it's for you, Christopher. I wish Keegan was here because I would ask him this too, but let's just say, let me give you a hypothetical. A business venture of yours strikes it big, so you can retire at the age of 50 and you're still in, good health and everything like that.
Yes.
Do you think,
Gas Queen,
do you think if you trained in golf, you could become semi-pro or pro at the age of 50 and you had, no injuries, anything like that, and you could spend all the time and money in the world?
when are you eligible for the senior tour, Colin? Is it 50?
50.
Is it really 50?
Yeah, I think it's 50. But also, there was no reason for me to ask that question because there's no chance.
Oh,
I think I could.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
If you had okay, so from 50 on, that's when you have. So because you're right. Because you gotta you'd have to from now till then you'd have to work your ass off. So when you get to that point, I couldn't either. Never mind.
But you have all the money in the world, so you could take lessons from from Tiger Woods if you wanted to, and then you just dedicate your life to golf. Fuck your family. I mean, you have all the money, so who needs them?
Money's your family now.
Exactly. Still don't think I could do it. I just don't.
Semi-pro, you couldn't shoot even par or a couple under for over 4 rounds with
Okay, semi-pro, I guess. I mean,
but even that's hard.
I could probably do that now.
Those guys and gals that do that are consistently we can all go out and put a number down occasionally on our day. We're just amateurs, but the people that do consistently are another level.
And when you if I have the round of my life, play amazing. Let's say I shoot 1 under par, which would be unbelievable for me. These professionals, that's a bad day for them. That's horrible. Yeah. They shoot 7, 8, 9 under par every single time they play.
Yeah,
it's unreal. They're just I could go out there and play for SDFC if I wanted right now, but golf is a whole nother thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. You could start in numerous positions too. It wouldn't even be one position for SDFC. So,
true.
Yeah. No, because I joke with Julie. As soon as I start working out, I'm like, Julie, I'm going to make it to the UFC. Watch, I'm going to do it. 125. So I was
you can do it.
No, that ship has sailed.
I know. That's why that's the joke. So I was just wanted to see what your thoughts. No, I am actually training to be in the UFC.
But for those that don't know, and I don't even know, and you're probably going to blush, but Nate, I don't believe we've ever talked about this, but you've actually have trained wrestling and then jiu-jitsu with the Nogueira brothers. You ever heard of them? Did anybody else get a blue belt from the Nogueira brothers?
Yeah.
I don't think so,
son. I'm such a cliche, dude. I got my blue belt and then I haven't trained jiu-jitsu in a long time. That's the cliche in the jiu-jitsu world too.
Yeah, but you got in the ring a couple times? I was there for one of them and I was not happy. But anyway, you might not know it. Nate is just a sweet guy, knows everything about soccer, but he'll take you down to Chinatown.
I have a bad back. That's what that's about. Now I've been able to work out consistently for the past month, actually. So
nice.
That's the longest I've been able to. So I'm pumped on that.
If you do get in a fight with Nate, go for his back.
Yeah,
that's my weakness.
Back repeatedly.
It's the left side in particular.
Don't give it away, Nate. Jesus. No, Nate. Colin and I saw Nate in a professional fight at
Oh no,
gosh,
you guys! I didn't want to start talking
Colin,
about
what
this. You
was
are
that?
making me embarrassed.
It was
Oh,
Saboba. He always
Saboba,
wins.
yes, yes,
And I
Saboba.
was pissed
I
off at the
lost,
referee Cecil Peoples because
Cecil
Nate took the guy to the
Peoples.
ground and
guys.
was just doing his thing, and then the dumbass ref, because it was the first fight of the night, and then the
I
dumbass
lost.
ref stood. Yeah, he stood you up, and then but what was you got in the last minute opponent change to like I think it was a semi-pro fight, right?
It
This is a good
look.
story.
It
Come
was a
on.
long time ago.
I know,
It
but
was a
don't.
long time
Hey,
ago.
I know
Jonathan
it
Humble,
felt
let
like
us tell the
yesterday.
story.
Feels like yesterday.
So Nate was supposed to fight some dude who was like not a professional, who he probably would have owned. But then like the guy dropped out, and then this fucking actual professional fighter jumped in who was like 16-1 or some shit.
He was
Nate
not. He
Nate
was
can't
not.
yeah, Nate can't handle this.
He wasn't. I can't.
And then Nate got knocked out. You're not knocked out, it's TKO, but whatever.
I got choked out. I tapped out.
Oh, that's
Very
right.
naked
The,
choke.
the flying knee rocked you, and then yeah.
Oh yeah, I got whipped.
Colin, we can't hear you, bud.
Damn, I was saying some good stuff. I was on mute that whole time. Apologize, guys.
No, it was fun. I would not. It's hard on your body though. It is training that stuff is really hard on your body, and I just barely, as they mentioned, I barely got one fight. So not that. That's the joke, y'all. I
That's the
started it as
joke.
a joke, and you guys embarrassed the shit out of me.
Sorry,
Can
that's
you
on me.
Can you guys hear me?
I
Can you hear me
can
still?
hear you. Uh-huh.
So hold on one second.
But all I remember, Nate, is I was extremely hammered, and then I was yelling repeated slurs at the referee because I was just very unhappy with it because he was historically kind of a knucklehead referee.
Yeah,
as it were.
Herb Dean would have been cooler
Yeah.
ref, but it's all good.
So
But
unrelated, I went to 18 Threads for the first time. That place is badass, and I got myself a hat.
Hell yeah.
oh, the dad hat force. Dad
The
hat. Dad hat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woo.
I like that one. New era.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to grab that one. That's sick.
It's funny. I think we've talked
Looks
about
great.
this, but it literally says like dad hat on their description of it.
Yeah, I know. I think this one does.
That's
too.
funny.
I don't do well with the flat bills, which all of their cooler designs are of the flat bills, unfortunately. But got myself a cool hat, and I bought my wife Ashley this is I like the women's gear a lot. The women's gear is tight. I got her this really cool hoodie.
Oh, dude, that one
yeah.
is
Mamma mia.
nice.
That's
Very
like
nice.
Like the crop top.
Nice.
Nice.
You're looking good in that hat. Light gray's your color.
Oh, thanks.
Dude,
Got
I
this
like it.
San Diego on the side, nothing on the back. But yeah, it's very nice.
Nice.
And 18 Threads, no one recognized me there, which was a bit of a
What?
bummer. I know.
That can't be
kinda-
right.
it's
It must have been a new employee or something.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a hero's welcome, but that did not happen.
We're just normal men.
Exactly.
But Nate, you'd mentioned this in the past, but it's rad. There's like a simulator where the kids are all like kicking the ball into the screen, and then there's 2 TVs set up, or people are just playing FIFA. And the store was way bigger than I had imagined. Like when you go into a store, like in the mall, like a smaller shop, like I don't know, say like Lids or something like that. Like that's what I was expecting, like a smaller kind of store like that.
Yeah.
It's massive and it's beautiful. It's all like really modern and tons of merch.
Very stylish store.
Yeah, very stylish. Really easy access too. I thought it was in Fashion Valley. So we went there first and we were walking around trying to find it, and then I finally looked at my phone. I was like, yeah, it's at Mission Valley. So we
Made that
drove.
mistake many times.
Yeah. So we drove over there, parked in the parking garage, and you literally walk up the stairs and it's right there. So it's super easy to access, which is really nice.
Yeah,
really
I
cool
like it.
store.
Yeah, dude, it is cool. Again, that's where I got this. The tribal one. That was super sick. Do they still have that stuff there, by the way?
I did not see that. They had
Dang.
I was actually going to ask you, they had this like style of shirt where it was like it said it was SD, but within the SD it had like all these
Yeah, all
like,
the tagger names, all the
yeah,
tagger
is that what that
handles.
is? Okay, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Like that was actually my favorite design. I almost got it, but I didn't know what it meant, so I don't want to like buy something that I didn't know what it meant.
Dude, it's a cool design. You should get it. Get it.
Yeah, it was rad.
I'll get it for you.
I feel like I look like an NFL head coach right now. By the way,
I kind of like it, like an offensive
A little
coordinator.
bit, yeah, exactly. Like a defensive guy or a special
Yeah.
teams guy or something,
like
quarterbacks coach. Yeah, I like it.
kind of into it.
But guys, I know I've been bringing this up over and over again, but I got big news. I'm going to send you a picture right now. I got the green screen up in the studio room.
No way.
First of all,
Yeah.
this is a big story, dude. Read the papes.
And then
Better read 'em.
secondly,
Oh, nice.
Julie and I ordered the couch. It'll be here on Tuesday
Ooh, where did you send the picture?
in the group chat.
Text.
Oh yeah, text. Sorry.
My phone's been fucking up lately. I didn't get it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh shit, that looks awesome.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
where'd you get the couch? IKEA?
No, Amazon. But we're just gonna put it against the wall of the green screen, and then we can just have a green screen background. Make life
Oh
easy.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah,
I cannot
casting
wait
couch.
for that. That is going to be incredible.
That's
Hopefully
what I
no
was-
one heard. Hopefully no one heard what I
I
just
heard
said.
coach. I didn't hear probably the other.
Was that a Chappelle Show reference, Christopher?
No, it was a casting couch reference, but we'll
Oh,
just move on
nice.
from
I did not catch that.
Not own.
that. That looks
Uh,
great.
PG.
But yeah, that's exciting. That's a lot of progress. And then other than that, I went to Dylan's house today because it's going to be his birthday, October 9th. So went there and Lucas was there and Lucas asked me a question, Christopher. So Lucas is the one who got me into MMA. He's the one that got me that fight.
He also fought that day and knocked the dude out that he was fighting.
did.
I remember it well.
Oh, is he the big dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I saw him today. So we all used to train at the MMA gym up in Temecula when I was doing the silly stuff. And so yeah, I got to see those buddies today. So that's funny. That was all brought up. But Lucas, I got him into soccer. And unfortunately, he's a Tottenham fan. But him and I used to go to some LA Galaxy games. And he asked me if I feel like a traitor because, I was kind of a half-ass LA Galaxy fan. And I was like, oh, absolutely not. Like I've been waiting for a San Diego MLS team since MLS came, was around. So shoot, absolutely not. Do I feel like a traitor? And I mean, yeah, I went to, Landon Donovan's last game for them, but so did you, Christopher.
It was the MLS Cup.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't feel like a traitor, right? And you were kind of a Galaxy fan.
No.
Dude, exactly. I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, look, like when the closest proximity team you have for professional football is LA, like
Yeah.
by
It's what
default,
it is.
like you want to root for someone that's close
Yeah.
to you, and you can literally drive to go watch them play. So why would you not root for them? But now that San Diego has a team, I fucking hate them. I want them to die.
Yeah, Trevor.
That's a little aggressive. But
Well, producer Trevor and I were talking about it earlier. Like, you're exactly right. Like, I have an LAFC kit from my sweet mother because we didn't have a team to root for, and I was just trying to take the city out of it. So I was looking at the players, and they had good players, so whatever. But now they're my mortal enemies, and I want to burn that kit really, really bad. But I just don't know if I could do it because it has some sentimental value because it came from it's just my blessed mother. But I want to burn that motherfucker.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep it. Keep it.
Well, I was
So,
also
yeah.
thinking, sorry, but one day I'll just have like all third or however many team in the MLS there are. My man cave will be framed of one team jersey from each. Team in the
burn it.
MLS. Yeah, probably burn it.
But no, to answer your question, Nate, or to answer Lucas's question, absolutely fucking not. San Diego till I die, mofos.
Yeah.
Like I used to be a pretty hardcore Laker fan, and now I'm a little more casual. Basketball's not as fun for me as it used to be, but like if San Diego got a basketball team, they would be dead to me. Wouldn't even be a matter of any. Yeah.
San Diego through and through. I like it. I like it.
And
But yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, you guys heard about my weekends. How were you guys? How was you guys' weekend?
I was just gonna say real quick. Speaking of San Diego, Los Angeles rivalries,
Mm-hmm.
the Padres. Excuse me.
Oh Lord,
I'm
that's gonna
drinking a 394 pale ale in honor of Tony Gwynn, Padres legend. Padres are playing the Dodgers in the playoffs. Thank you for the applause, Trevor. Yesterday we lost. We played better, but they, Otani, got the best of us. But today, woo, it got a little chippy. But the Padres won, dominated 10-2. And when you piss off the Padres, look out for their Madres because it's coming in hot.
Padres.
How many home runs tonight did they hit?
I think we had 5.
5, I think.
Yeah, I think 5.
Batting
Tatis had
practice.
2. Higashioka had 1. Peralta had 1. And Xander had 1. So 5. Yeah. Padres tied up the series 1-1 and coming back to San Diego on Tuesday. Let's hope we can just win these next 2 and put these bitches away. Anywho, my weekend was good. Ashley's birthday is tomorrow, actually. So we had her family over for a nice dinner last night. Her mom made chicken marsala, which was delicious and dangerously fatty.
Maron.
And Friday night we went to Gyukaku. I had a lot of steak and rice. It was delicious. Love Gyukaku, Mira Mesa. If anyone wants to go there, and guys, Gyukaku, if you want to be a sponsor, accept it.
Colin, that place.
Chris, you would eat so much. You would get gout.
You love that
so much
place,
meat.
man.
I would get gout. Yeah.
The king's disease.
I put so much of their spicy sauce on my rice that when I get to it's so good. But when I get to the bottom of the bowl, there's a pool of sauce down there, and I just drink it.
Just chug it.
I knew you were
sake.
going to say that.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyways, Colin, how was your weekend?
That's awesome.
That's good, man. I didn't eat any gyukaku, unfortunately. I hadn't been. I know I've talked about I've been playing Airsoft a little bit this summer. I hadn't played for 3 weeks, but they did a big. Occasionally, they'll run these big military simulation events, and this was pretty cool. It was basically 2 team captains, red team versus blue team. There was 3 objectives that you had to defend. There was a red timer and a blue timer. So when you came up to your objective, you would hit your timer and your clock would start, and then it would go up. And then you would just try to hold that position, but you would be getting fire. Then you could move to the other objective, try to capture that. And it was just this big flow for 3. So 3 hours was the game time. And then ended up winning. Red team won. But I literally sat on the first objective for 80 minutes. I didn't shoot a single BB. I was just watching my teammates doing their thing. Yeah, and it was a pretty fun day. And then I just watched some football today, and here we are.
Dude, that Airsoft stuff sounds wild like that.
Did you
community that I found is very I feel like it's unique. I just started playing this summer. I'm 40 years old, but it's pretty cool. And the places we play in these mountains are incredible scenery and very, very fun. So it's pretty cool.
Did you win?
Yeah, red team won. It was 6. So it was
team. Woo!
They had so it was your timer had to go up, and that he calculated points, but then there was 2 commanders on each team, and if you killed a commander, you could go up to them, loot their flag, and that would be worth 500 points. So we won, I think 17,000 something to 14,000 something, and I'm not sure how the metrics were of how he came up with that, but there was more than one way to kind of gather points, so to speak. And then also too, everybody had a playing card, and so if you got shot, anybody could go up to you and loot whatever you have on your person. And then at the end of the day, they just did a little drawing where if you had a certain card, you got a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card, and they just did little fun stuff, and it was just a pretty dope day. Yeah, it was fun.
That's
nice. Oh, but yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds wild and sounds like a lot of work to organize something that intense. That's
Are you sore? Are you sore, Colin?
Dude, I was gonna say I was climbing up these 45-degree hills to try to get advantageous positions, and I am so freaking sore today, man. Oh, it was worth it, but I'm
running away from bears.
Yeah, I didn't see them, but they were probably in and around the area.
They're up at the top watching you guys taking bets.
Yeah, taking bets on blue versus red.
Yeah.
They're I can't bear to watch this. All right.
Yeah. Oh, red is barely winning.
Hey, on that note, this is going to come as a surprise for everybody, but I went to an SDFC event.
Ooh, how'd it go? Do tell.
It was good. It was great. I will apologize to you guys. I was wearing SDFC Fancast gear. and I may or may not have had a couple too many at this event, especially for the little bit of food that I had that day. I was excited to see everybody and everything like that. So so yeah, at the end of the night, I apologize if I was speaking to you and maybe I don't remember the conversation or I made myself sound silly. Apologies there, but maybe one of
Apologies
these
there. Just get that out
maybe
of the
one of
way.
these
Yeah.
events, yeah, but I will be at the next one because we're doing the live, little live shindig at Society, but I'll talk about that in a second.
Ooh.
This event was a union event, so it was like all the supporters groups, kumbaya, let's all hang out. There's a DJ, the drinks were flowing, as I mentioned.
You don't say.
But yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I
Can you tell us, give us
Well, I
some
think he's gonna
context?
get to that.
I'm literally
If
trying
you
to
don't
remember
spam
right now.
chat, he's trying to. This chat's distracting.
I am. It did distract me. I'm not gonna lie. I was reading the
Me
chat.
too earlier.
Don't read the
Well,
chat. Just tell. Well, what? No, what was this event about? That's what I want to
No,
know.
so
What was this event for?
it was the fan event for all the supporters, all the supporters groups,
Right.
to all get together and link arms and all that. It was for solidarity. It was like hands across them. It's like hands across
Uniting.
America, except it was hands across all the supporters groups, and I really liked it. That's what I like, dude. That's what I like about it. Like I was complaining about the people who I saw online who just like hate on everything, but this is like the antithesis to that. Like these are all the people that are excited and want to be involved and in whatever capacity. So this is like the side of it that I really like. So I really encourage, you guys to come to an event. They're fun. Like I said, San Diego FC has staff that are there, like supporter liaisons, things like that, and they're very, open and willing to talk to people. It seems like, I don't know if I'm speaking out of turn here, but they all are super nice to me every time I see them and all that stuff. Different people. So yeah, it's cool. They seem approachable. The team does as a whole. Yeah, that was cool. I keep saying that, but there was also a lot of chanting going on, a lot of drumming going on, so you can learn the chants coming up so that when we have our first games, we look like we know what we're doing and we don't look like an amateur supporters, supporter section, which will be good. So, and a lot of the people too, it seems, come from having experience with the teams that, used to be in San Diego for a while, like Loyal and stuff like that. So there's already a good foundation there. Like it's pretty sick, the supporter side of it. So I highly recommend coming to events. There's my spiel. There's my little advertisement, my free advertisement for you guys.
I didn't hear a word you said because I just got lost in those eyes. My God.
Oh, sorry. I was rambling there you got to stop me.
No, I'm just kidding. I heard everything. Sounds cool. Sounds rad.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it.
How do we feel about the songs?
Oh, dude. So, I like them. They're easy. Like even a lot of them are in Spanish right now that we were chanting, and they're easy to learn. Like very easy, just a couple words, So then that won't be a problem. Again, these songs seem like they seem like they've been playing these songs for a while. Like everybody knows what they're doing. So that's the one side that's really nice about it is it's easy to catch on because everybody already kind of knows. You know what I mean? So that is one side that's really nice about that. So the songs that were being chanted Friday night, 2 thumbs up from me. Easy to learn, pretty cool, fun, fast pace. Yeah, all the good stuff.
Well, it's pretty cool. I noticed even so when did we start? When did you guys meet Matt and Justin on the beach that day? Was that in what month was that in?
Oceanside Chrome Ball. That might have been December or November. Like it was
but like
almost
so
a year
even
ago.
since then, almost a year ago. They've been practicing these chants since then. So like
it was
I remember that vividly. So just that they put in a lot of reps already to this point. We don't even have a team.
It was January 27th.
Oh,
okay. So
way off.
I mean, 10 months or whatever. But yeah, I guess that's my point. Is like it seems like they've they've kind of got a lot of reps, and I know they're continuing to like perfect the songs and get everybody on the same page. But at least they've been at it it'll be over a year by the time we get at it.
And that's
Yeah, and
it's
like
really a lot of work.
a lot of that, was prior to like take the Riptides, for example, them developing relationships with SDFC, like back then on January 27th, like those relationships were very new, probably the same with all the other supporters groups. And then obviously the supporters union wasn't around back then either, I don't think. So yeah, Colin, good point. They've come a long way. And yeah, I think it bodes well for us to be very prepared and all in when the season starts.
Because that's the thing, is the supporter section too in a soccer stadium, they kind of make it or break it a lot of the times. They'll be doing the chant, leading the chanting, and kind of bringing the vibe, as they say. So it does bode well that there's already a cool vibe, at least in my opinion. I mean, it's cool. Like actually today I missed it because I was going to Dylan's because it's his birthday, but there was more chant practice at Mission Bay. I believe that was led by the Chavos. So they're going after it. Like they are doing practice pretty regularly and all that stuff. So it's super cool.
Speaking of Chavos, I know we're all, we're Riptides members here, but obviously we love all of the supporters groups. We got to get some of those guys on the pod. Maybe someone from one of the leaders or higher ups from Chavos. We got to get them. I'd love to interview them and pick their brain a little bit to see their side of the supporters union.
For sure. Dude, I got to get better about getting that stuff set up. Like I just, right now, as we all are very busy, but I got to get in, having too many drinks. But no, I do have to get better at like using those events to schedule people to get on the podcast and things like that. But on that note, I am doing a happy hour with Riptides Tuesday. We talked about it briefly, but it's gonna do a little live YouTube show and then just interview people just on the phone,
No way.
Yeah. I text you guys about it, and you guys were talking and saying you wouldn't have you brought up you're going to Texas, so you wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, okay.
It's that event.
Something else. Okay.
Oh, no. I would do anything without you guys. Get out of here without you guys knowing.
When is it?
Inviting you first. That is one thing, dude. Okay, KB from USG 18, the president of USG 18, he's like, when are you gonna bring the guys to an event? And they're just like, dude, I try to bring them to every event. It's not like I'm gatekeeping them. I'm not like stopping them from coming. Right. I bug them every time.
I would say have an event in North County, but I haven't been the greatest about going to those.
Yeah, they were down the road from you a couple times. So,
wait. So Nate, when is this?
This is a Tuesday, October 8th, and it's at the Society in Claremont Mesa, off Claremont Mesa Boulevard. And it's just a Riptides sponsored happy hour there. And again, I'll have just a little table there with one more chair and one more little lapel mic, and just do it on the phone to keep it simple, and go live on YouTube and just interview whomever would like to be interviewed, and just do a little live show.
I'll be watching.
I won't be gone then.
Then join me.
So maybe what time is it again?
It's the happy hour starts at 5, and then I'll probably get there a little bit after 5, just because I'll be coming straight from work.
It's just right when the Padres start.
Isn't Claremont North County?
No, it's just San Diego. I don't know. What would you consider? I feel
Claremont,
it's close.
It's I'd call it San Diego. It's right when San Diego starts. To me, San Diego starts, and this is arbitrary. San Diego starts when the 15 and the 163 split. In my mind,
I gotta pass Miramar and
because before it's Mira Mesa, Miramar, and then it's San Diego to me.
Yeah, I guess it would be south, but I don't know. I don't know if that's.
But no, I would
San
love
Diego. This is
I would love to get us technical enough to where we can all just do a live podcast whenever, like at the drop of a hat. Like we will get there, and once now that the green screen's set up, and we'll get the couch and all that stuff, this will be our practice, our casting couch, if you will, Christopher, and then we can jump into
I sure hope not.
full production, like after a game, sitting there like dorks, like outside Snapdragon, like, hey, what did you think about the formation today? You know, all that type of crap. So
Oh, it's important stuff.
so yeah, but that would be fun, right? Let's do live stuff more and
Dude,
more.
hell yeah. I'll be
Hell yeah.
watching for sure.
That's awesome.
6 o'clock my time. I'll be glued to that phone.
Shoot. Yeah. Heck yeah. But speaking of other events, another Chrome Ball in El Cajon, which is October 26th, and there's Riptides collected money and donated gear like soccer balls and cleats and goalposts, things like that, lights to with the Barrio Logan College Institute, BLCI, I think it is, if I remember. And I went and I played in the little game and everything, the scrimmage game. But I guess they're gonna have a team at the Chrome Ball tournament there at El Cajon, so we can go root them on, root our kids on, you know?
October 26th, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can go chant.
Lock it in. I might be there.
All right. I'll put you down as a maybe.
Can't put you as a solid maybe.
I really, really want to go to that one because it's such a cool what's the word I'm looking for? It's just a cool event considering the Riptides like donated towards that team. So
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would very much like to go to that one.
So we had a Bing Crosby episode or title in the episode a couple episodes ago.
Wait, hold on. Halfback draw, right. The middle linebackers, Mike.
Oh,
Mike.
Chris. Is that Chris or is that Mike Tomlin, the head coach
deep.
of the Steelers?
Okay. Challenge.
Did you really do look like a freaking football coach?
Halloween's
cool.
coming up. You think
like
you found your outfit?
Ooh, yes.
You should play like a specific, like you should play as Cliff Kingsbury, the handsome fellow, the coach for the
I
Arizona Cardinals.
I can't pull that off. There's no way. Way too handsome. Sorry, Nate. Go ahead.
Chris kind of went on. He kind of derailed there a little bit, but I liked it.
I wanted to go like. Shut up, Trevor. I wanted to go '90s Nate action on this, and anyways, go ahead.
Oh, that was what I just saw your camera shaking. I didn't really understand.
I love the characters. Bring as many characters as you guys want. I'm all fucking for it all day long. No,
I love this hat.
Dude, it does. You look good in it. It suits you. I was just gonna say, as we're cleaning the studio up, I found.
You? And I'm so sorry.
Is that Tom DeLonge or Chris Thomas?
Hey, tonight.
You can be Tom DeLonge, the NFL coach. That could be the character.
Oh shit!
Do both.
Have like an alien
mix them
shirt
together.
I embarrass myself so much every week on this shit. Oh god.
Good for you. Well, I've just been trying to show you that I found a Bing Crosby fucking CD. That's it. That's
where were you going with that? A Bing Crosby CD? Like the Christmas classics or something? Yep. Like, what do we got?
Found this Bing Crosby, and it was right after we named an episode after him, so I thought it was funny.
What album is that? I gotta ask.
It is his Christmas one. Christmas.
It is the Christmas one. I mean, that is pretty much Bing Crosby, right? Like, did he do anything else other than Christmas?
He just did movies and then, passed his girlfriend off to his son.
What's his girlfriend's name? Christmas. That's all he did was Christmas.
It's
Chris. No, right. I watched the that Kicking It podcast, and Jurgen Klinsmann was on, and I watched that episode. And one thing, I forgot he had coached us for 5.5 years. That sounds like a long time.
Yep. Better than Bob Bradley, man. My lord.
Well, except when he didn't bring Landon to the 2018 World Cup.
Sometimes those guys got to learn. Like, what's his face did it with Trent Alexander-Arnold. He didn't take him. Gareth Southgate that didn't name him and shit, and kind of added a little fuel to that fire. So,
well, it's a little different when you're England and you have just a smorgasbord of talent behind you, whereas this is the greatest U.S. soccer player of all time, arguably.
Good point.
And I think we made it to the court or the knockout stage and lost, but we definitely could have used Landon in that.
But we got to the quarters though. Like, I mean, that's not like
not the quarters, to the knockout.
We played Belgium.
The knockout, yeah, and we played a good team. Yeah, that's right, in Belgium. But I see that's a good point.
Tim Howard broke the record for saves.
Yeah.
Oh, that game was crazy.
Yeah, and all we needed was to score one goal, and if we would have had Landon there to even just come off the bench, he was like 31 years old, like still very talented. Yeah, that was.
That was bullshit.
And it was because of like some. It was like it was kind of like the Reina Greg with two
It's just
G's.
like
It was like
drama.
drama.
Just
Yeah, it was drama. It wasn't.
Well, they talked about it on the podcast, and Landon Donovan took his sabbatical and took time off soccer, and then came back, and it was like less than a year of him coming back and them making the decision on the team and everything, and it was mostly Jurgen Klinsmann talks about it's mostly literally due to him having missed the qualifiers, like the really tough away qualifiers that really the players had to really like fight through. And it was kind of a team bonding experience having to do all that stuff that Landon wasn't part of. And he kind of that's what he used. But I do feel like there was some not getting along or a little bit of a personality clash, but that was what they talked about. And Clint Dempsey kind of backed that up a little bit. Like, yeah, those games were tough, and it does make a difference. Like when you're there for those games and when you're not, like you're looked at differently.
For sure,
That
for sure.
makes
I
a lot
agree.
of sense.
I agree with that to an extent.
But
If
for the record, I personally think that was a bad decision. He should have brought Landon Donovan.
if that was like, let's look at like France in their prime. Like if that was, I don't know, a mid-tier France player who took a sabbatical, and yeah, he wasn't there through like the thick and thin of the qualifiers. Absolutely not. But if it's fucking Zinedine Zidane or Thierry Henry, you take them regardless of how much time they had off. And in comparison, the USA to the US, like Landon was our Thierry or Zinedine Zidane at the time. Like I think he earned the right to do whatever the fuck he wanted and still be on the roster. I understand the other players maybe being a little bitter, whatever, but at the same time, they probably also respected Landon so much that they wouldn't have cared that he wasn't there, in Mexico or Guatemala or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
maybe it was play devil's advocate. Maybe it was a bit of a Jamie Tart situation, if you will, where Ted Lasso had no choice but to sit the young lad when he was a little misbehaving. He didn't bond with the team in certain situations when he should have, and sometimes you got to get benched. See the light.
That's funny. What
Chris doesn't like this at all.
Other thing,
he does not like this at all.
That's not
the other thing
World
that
Cup.
was
That's one match in a Premier League season.
I would have brought him to most likely for the record. I would have brought him to just play devil's advocate here. That's all
the
we're
other
doing
thing
here.
that was interesting is that goal that Chris Wondolowski missed, that chance.
Yes,
the linesman,
I'll never forget that.
The linesman had put up for offside, so even if he had scored that, it wouldn't have counted. That's what Jurgen Klinsmann said. I want to go back and
remember
watch
that,
but he says it and no one corrects him, and they act like that is what happened. And Jurgen Klinsmann says he went up to Chris Wondolowski in the locker room after, and he said, "Hey, don't beat yourself up. The ref put the flag up for offside. Like it's not."
I did feel bad for Wando. That was brutal. Like obviously we're pissed that he missed it, but he beat himself up really hard over that.
Well, he was killing it too, like in the season. So I agree, but he was like killing it in such good form. He was making all those like poachers.
He's the top goal scorer in MLS history, I believe.
We had that was one of the questions on our show one time.
But Landon would have A, finished it, and B, not been offsides. But yeah.
Sure.
But no, I did think that was interesting. Not to rehash old wounds or anything like that. Bring up old stuff. Another thing I found interesting is Chelsea played Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, their goalie has the same haircut as Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade. I don't know if that's the best look.
Who is he? Who's the keeper? I forget.
I don't even know his name, but he looks.
I should know it.
Looks interesting with that haircut. I'll send you a picture of it, Christopher, so you can cut it in for the video viewers
right now.
Check him out.
Carlos Miguel,
doesn't it?
Is he a Brazilian guy?
Oh man.
Some folks calls it a Kaiser blade.
He's a really good actor,
dude.
He
wrote that shit too.
He wrote.
Oh really? Billy Bob did?
Yeah, I think he wrote, directed, and starred in it. I could be wrong on one of those fronts, but I'm pretty sure he wrote it, and I know he starred in it. Dude, the other thing I love about Sling, dude, oh my god, freaking Dwight Yoakam's in it. He's like my favorite part. He's so funny.
Not really doing it for me either, but
Yeah, don't know who that is.
I know he
Well,
is a musician, but I'm not really.
yeah, right. You know, you guys love it. But that was it. That was all I had. You know, that was it for this evening, y'all.
So, did anyone have any Norchland news? I haven't been
Oh,
following.
you know what? Good call. Thank you for bringing that up because there's been Ingvarsson scored 2 goals today and had an assist. He had one hat trick in a cup game. He scored in another league game. Yepa Tverskov had a hat trick of assists in a league game. The fellas have been killing it lately.
Wait,
Actually,
so-
I forgot about that. I can't believe I did.
So Ingvarsson has like 6 goals in his last 3 matches, and then maybe a couple assists, and then Yepe has like
Dude,
3 assists.
Yepa has at least he has so many assists already this season and a game-winning goal. Dude, they're fucking killing it right now. Honestly,
Dude, the MLS has no idea what's coming for them. It's gonna be.
Don't.
Yeah. So
That's
that was.
crazy.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Did shit? I'm blanking on our other newest signing, the winger.
Mighton
Has he
Alexander.
done anything for?
Not that I've seen, but he's probably just getting into the fold and just started training with them. I gotta imagine.
What about Duran? Probably the same situation. He probably just got there.
Yeah, he got called up for a roster for an under 19s or something roster recently. Duran did for the US.
For the US? Oh,
yes.
Sweet. Sick.
Yes, sir. So he's still getting regular call-ups for the US youth squads. And dude, I'm glad you brought that up. I can't believe I blanked on that shit.
Looking at some
everything has been positive, and then Chucky should be coming back any day.
Patty McNair looks like he's struggling to get into West Brom's side, though. He's like, they're playing Middlesbrough, I guess, coming up, which would be like a revenge game for him, but he's struggling to get inside,
I've been saying that since the beginning.
I mean, he's an older player, but I think as a defender, like coming to the MLS, not going to expect a lot, but I think just having his experience in the locker room is going to just be big, regardless of necessarily the play on the pitch. You know what I mean?
No, I think he'll do just fine in MLS. And they're all like 28, rough. Like Chucky and
elder.
Patty are around the same age, and Ingvarsson and stuff. Like they're I think they're right in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Sweet spot.
There was some MLS this week, so why don't we talk about a little bit of fantasy? So, excuse me.
Chris must be doing good. He's eager to talk about it.
No, I lost. Nathan took me down this week. We all had, it was a high scoring week for all of us. Nathan, 133 to 108 took me down.
Big matchup.
My first loss in a while. Stu took you down, Colin, 128 to 119.
I put up some numbers.
Keegan, just a disgrace to both this podcast, humanity, and MLS fantasy.
Go
on. Lost to producer Trevor, 124 to 88.
Oh.
So a quick standings update. I have 60 points. Nathan has 48. Trevor has 48. Stu 42. Keegan 33 and Colin 30.
I'm still in last. I just don't want to end up at freaking last place, man.
You just got to beat Keegan. That's all you got to do. You know,
It's not hard.
Friggin' A.
And Empanadas and Churros put up 176 points this week. They have 3,100 points, well over 1,000 more than all.
Are they like top 10 in like the United States?
We need to look at that because it's impressive.
I know.
Like that's ridiculous what they're doing. Like
they impressed. Are stomping us into the ground.
Reveal yourself.
No, don't do it ever. I love it. It's so funny. It kills me. Every event, they're just looking at me like, look at that drunk idiot. I'm smoking him at fantasy.
Exactly. Peering on you.
And we don't have to talk about the English Premier League, but I won again. 7
undefeated. I know. Yeah, Chris is doing good. You are doing good, Chris.
And with Cole Palmer with just an average week, but I had a big week from. I'm blanking.
Well,
Shut the hell up, bitch.
Hey, on that note, start making
Yeah.
a run. I thought Keegan was going to come. Start
Wait,
making a
hold
run
on.
now.
Hold on. I want to
Wait.
know now.
Oh,
Wait,
well, I'm going to
Team
backpedal until you start making
match.
a run.
week 7.
Chris is scrolling through. He's like, I got to rub it in your face.
Cole Palmer actually put up 21 for me. He did good.
It's Cole Palmer. What do you expect?
This real good
Yeah,
stuff.
I just
Look
had
at. Wait a minute.
What? Oh boy, did Keegan just join?
Hey, what if
Oh god.
make a
Like,
just make a
literally,
run?
Make him make a run. And then
Oh
sign off.
no. Oh
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
boy.
Look at
Trevor, that
timing.
drop was perfect.
Look at that timing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait.
Shut the hell up, bitch.
I should have just like.
Just sprayed it everywhere.
We were just about to make a run, Keegan.
We were just ending it.
We were
All
literally
right.
about to make a run.
I only have a couple minutes. Just want to say I'm here. Go Padres. Love you, boys. See ya.
Make a
Wait,
run.
you can't even say go SDFC? I mean,
Let's go SDFC. Let's
Hey,
go
yeah.
Padres.
Keegan,
Who
look
was
at
it?
my hat.
I actually did forget that Machado owns part of
Beautiful.
SDFC, so his success is SDFC's success a little bit. So there we go.
Oh,
Yeah. They tweet about the Padres constantly.
Oh,
They do.
How are you, boys? Before we leave.
Well, Keegan, why
Well,
don't
we
you
just talked about it for an hour.
All right. Well,
why don't you give us a little personal update while you're here?
yeah. What'd you do this weekend?
yeah, I went to the Padres watch party last night at Petco, which was fantastic. Sucked we lost. I had to sit on concrete. There were so many people. Like, it was at Gallagher Square. We got there like an hour before the game, and it was already full of like anywhere you could sit. So we had to put blankets on the concrete. Just awful. My back is killing me. But it was
Okay.
cool. We watched it, and then we stayed at the Indigo. So then we went and watched the last 2 innings at the bar on the roof, and you can look
Nice.
down on
Love that
Petco Park.
hotel.
Yeah, it's great. Watched it there, had a good time, some breakfast, and then yeah, good weekend, good win tonight. I was very nervous for tonight, but very happy. And yeah, you guys all have good. Let's recap the whole episode. Let's restart it.
When you should be used to the concrete because that's what Diddy had you on, right?
Dear Lord.
He had beds actually, luckily. He's got money.
Well,
Those
someone for
billionaire
God's
beds.
sakes, make a run.
Fuck.
Oh,
Colin's
there
like, I'm
goes-
so tired.
Keegan's here for 1 minute. Here he goes.
Look at that run.
Uh,
You run weird, man.